Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to my Friday Facebook Live. And hello, if you are watching the replay on YouTube or Facebook. My name is Sarah Chatello McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I have a pretty cool card to show you today. So the card I'm going to show you is pretty simple, but I'm going to show you how to step up any card. And what I mean by that is just go from basic, simple stamping to a little bit more of, I don't want to say advanced, but a little bit more of a technique to make your cards just go from simple to wow. There are a couple things I want to talk about before we get started. I'm going to try to find this video and comments. If you're watching the replay or live, say hello. I love hearing from all of you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, say hello there. I like hearing from everybody. The first thing I want to talk to you about is you have 6 days, just 6 days until the Last Chance Products event, which is up to 50% off some pretty awesome things, and 6 days for the kits collection, the buy one, get one 50% off kits collection. So, hello, Colleen. Oh, geez, my sound is on. Sorry. Hi, Colleen. My sound was on. So the kits collection are a collection of kits that have everything you need in them to make a project. They even include a stamping block with the kits that have stamp sets. And right now, until next Thursday, they are buy one, get one 50% off. And you get the 50% off the most expensive kit. So how cool is that? Also, a week from today, the new mini catalog, the holiday catalog, saying the July to December mini catalog, it's so many words, that goes live next Friday. So that is what we're going to be talking about here next Friday. I am not going to have I might have some sample projects for you, but I'm not going to be showing you a project next week. I'm going to be showing you the new mini catalog. And Celebration. Celebration also goes live next Friday. What Celebration is free product, free stuff. Who doesn't love free stuff? So I'm going to be telling you all about Celebration, how it works, all the ways to celebrate, and that'll be next Friday right here. So let me turn off my camera. Let's get into our project today. Like I said, it's pretty, the card I'm going to show you is very simple. I'm going to show you how to step it up, how to go from simple to wow. Let me turn my camera back on. That should be fine. Okay. So this is our project. Pretty simple, right? The how to do this will be posted on Instagram and right here on Facebook later today. I have a reel just on how to do the simpleness of it. We're going to do this, but we're going to step it up. So I have a card base here. This is Pale Papaya, one of our in colors. It is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. I can't see the comments because I put my volume thing up. Colleen says it's a great celebration catalog. It is. It is an awesome celebration catalog. I cannot wait to show everybody. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to do a little bit of stamping on this, but then I have a piece of scrap basic white. And then this is for the inside, 5 1/4 by 4 inches. This is just a piece of scrap. We're going to do some stamping on this and a little bit of die cutting because that is, to me, one of the quickest and easiest ways to step up your projects is die cutting. So if you're not into die cutting yet, I know that's not really more of a beginner thing, but if you're not into die cutting yet, you should. Like, I just love die cutting. It's probably one of my favorite, techniques or ways to step up a card. So I'm going to be using the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine today. You are going to need a die cut machine for this project. So let me get the stamp set that we've been talking about all week. This is Paradise Palms. It comes in a bundle right now until next Thursday. Then they will be in the annual catalog, but they are separate. So if you purchase it before next Thursday, you save 10%. So this is the Paradise Palms stamp set. It is a cling stamp set with 13 beautiful stamps in it. And then these are the Palms dies. So we're going to be using some of these today too. So let's see, we're going to be using this guy and this one. Only using 2 of them. Don't want to get too complicated, so I'm going to be using 2 of the dies, and I'm going to set up my stamps. We're going to be using both of the palms. I'm just going to put one on my block for now, set the other one up here. That is an H block, and I have a C block for my palm. I'll go on there, make sure I grab the right one, and I did. And then we need our sun, which is going to go on a B block. And then we also need our grass, which is going to go on that H block. I'm just going to set it there for now. And our sand, I guess that would be. And then you need a sentiment. I think I want to use the hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. We're going to use that one. So I'm going to start by stamping on my scrap paper. I'm only going to do 2 things on my scrap paper because this card is just a little bit stepped up. We're not going crazy. Hello, Andrea. I got Pale Papaya here, and this is what we're going to stamp our sun in. And actually, you know what? This piece is way too large. I'm going to go with this piece, which is much smaller and will fit better in my mini machine. There's sun there, and then that's it for Pale Papaya. Goodbye, Pale Papaya. Now I have one of the other brand new ink colors. This is Parakeet Party. This is such a bright, vibrant green. I wanted to use it for my palm trees. So I'm going to do 2 of those. And we're done with Parakeet, or we're not done with Parakeet Party. I lied. So I'm going to move this aside. Let's do all our stamping at once. So then I have my 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece here. I'm going to grab my crumb cake and soft suede inks. So I'm using 4 inks today. So let's get soft suede first and do our palm trees. I'm going to do this little skinny one that's going to the side. And then I'm going to grab my Stampin' Scrub to clean my stamps really fast so that way I can reuse that block. I'm just spraying a little bit of Stampin' Mist. And then on the wet side you scrub, and then the dry side, and that's all cleaned and ready to go. So I'm going to pull that off, get our other palm, ink it up. Whoops, bump the camera. Put that one a little bit higher, about there. Looks good. Grab my Stampin' Scrub again. Normally I keep this just out and open and to the side over here, but I have no room today. It is getting put away every time and pulled back out. So now I'm going to grab my crumb cake and my sand. I think Andrea told me this was sand. Somebody told me it was sand. I don't know. I said the little squiggly thing. So I'm just going to ink that up in crumb cake. And we're going to go a little bit off of the cardstock. And that's full strength. I'm not going to ink it up or do anything else, but I'm going to go again down there just to fill that in. And then what I'm going to do is ink it up, stamp off onto my grid paper, and go there. There. I like how that looks. All right, so we're done with the crumb cake. The reason I said we're not done with our Parakeet Party yet is because that's the color I want to do the grass in. Sorry, this is saying I have new comments, but I can't see it. Andrea said, yeah, that was me. Called it something else. I did. I don't remember what I called it. She told me that over in our VIP group where last Sunday I was live. If you would like to join the VIP group, the link is in the description of this video. So I just inked that up in Parakeet Party. And that's actually a little bit too light. So maybe I do want to grab the soft succulent that I used on the original card. We'll see what happens. See what that looks like. Put Parakeet Party away because that's a little too light for grass, I think. I'll clean it off. I wasn't going to, but clean it off. We'll try the soft succulent. I wanted brighter, vibrant grass, but maybe it'll look like a shadow. Let's see what happens. Oh, I like that. I actually do like how that looks. So we're going to go with that. It's almost like a double vision effect. I kind of like it. So we are going to go with that. And then I put my pale papaya up here, but I want to use that for my sentiment. So I'm going to grab that back out. And a D block because it's handy. And we're just going to keep it simple with the sentiment. I'm going to stamp it right on here. Put it there. A little crooked. It'll be all right. I like it. It's a handmade card. It's not perfect. Just move these blocks out of the way, and then I can grab my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So these sides just fold down. Super easy. This is really light. Like I can pick it up with my pinky finger. Super light. It comes with all the plates you need to get started die cutting. So we're going to use a plate number 1 and then a clear cutting plate number 2. And this is a very well-loved cutting plate. I've used it several times. Grab my paper that I stamped on, and we're going to have to run this through twice because we have 2 palm trees there. Grab my die. And then I'm going to use just a little bit of washi tape on the palm and on the sun just to hold those dies in place. I'm going to pull that out a little, get the die right where I want it, and then I'm just going to carefully put down my washi tape. And that should hold that in place so it doesn't get all wonky. I'm going to do the same thing with the palm tree. And that should help keep that in place. So then I put my clear cutting plate over the top of that and just run it through. I'm going to push that back through because we got to go through one more time. Whoops. And that cut perfectly. And you just want to be careful when peeling off that washi tape that you don't rip the paper. That cut a little weird, but it's okay. I normally do all my die cutting while I'm standing, so sitting and trying to line everything up is kind of awkward for me. Maybe next time I will stand up. Okay, that should look, I moved it. Hold on. Put the tape on first. There we go. Whatever happens is what happens. It's a little crooked, I can already tell. Whatever happens is what happens, guys. It's fine. So run that through. Colleen says my die cuts are always so perfect. I don't know about that. This one's probably not going to be, but we'll see. Wendy can't wait to get her order. I know. I have one coming too that I got on free shipping day, and I cannot wait for that either. Yeah, that one turned out okay. We'll go with it. It's fine. So now I'm going to put the mini machine away because we are done with that. This folds up. That sounded really loud. Trust me, I did not break it. And now we are ready to assemble our card. So I have the piece we stamped. I'm going to grab some dimensionals because that also steps up a card. So if you're into simple stamping and you don't want to start with die cutting yet, I suggest punches even. Those are nice for beginners because you don't need a whole bunch of extra equipment. You just buy a punch and you need a piece of paper and that's it. And then the dimensionals, they really add a lot of interest to your cards. And they're pretty inexpensive too. I think they're only $5. I'm just going to set that one there. Oh, I already took the back off. I'm just going to tuck that underneath and put it there. And then our sun can go right up there. And before I put this on, I want to add a few embellishments to the bottom. I did that on the original card, But these are the Pebbles enamel shapes. And I'm going to use these gray ones this time. I used the cinnamon cider ones before, but I only have 2. And I want to put at least 3, but they look like little pebbles. And I just like how it gives a bit of realism to this beach scene. The 3 of them there. And then we are ready to put it together. I'm just grabbing my seal, and I just got water there. I thought I cleaned it all up. Apparently I did not. It probably leaked into my tray. I had a water bottle over the weekend that I got at the dollar store. Oh man, that's fun. I had a water bottle that I got at the dollar store, and it leaked. And apparently it leaked worse than I thought and got into my desk part, which I'll need to clean that up. So let me look at this one. Nope, that one's messed up. Did it get into? Sorry guys, live. Yep, it's in my seal case. Let me clean it up really quick. I'm just taking a paper towel because there's water in the case. So I don't ruin this card. I apparently didn't think to check my Stampin' Seal to see if water had gotten into it. Let's try that again. There's still a little bit of water coming out. So guess what I'm doing after I get done going live here is I'm going to clean out everything and check for water damage. So fun. Okay, so here's our card base. I'm just lining that up. I did not stamp the inside of this, but that is okay. Sometimes just a blank inside to write is all you need. I'm not even sure if I stamped the other one. Andrew says, don't get Dylan started on dollar store water. Right, I should have gone a little bit more expensive. I did not stamp the inside of the other one. When he says that's what makes homemade cards nice, the imperfections. Right. I hope the little bit of water damage is nice. And she says she has a massive stock of dimensionals. I do too. I buy them pretty much with every order. So these are our cards today. So you can see how this one is our more, oh, I got some seal on it. This one here is our more simple card. And this one is just stepped up ever so slightly. We got 2 little things of grass here, the pop of color, the popped up sun. I like it. Our sentiment's a little bit crooked, but like Wendy said, the imperfections is what makes it nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, next Friday, be sure to tune in because I will be showing you the brand new July to December holiday mini catalog, plus telling you all about Celebration, showing you some great stuff. I should have some samples ready to show you next Friday too. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.